everyone, welcome. I'm Abby and thank you so much for joining me today for this Vinyasa flow. So today we have got a slightly more lower body focus. In all of these flows I try and kind of stretch and strengthen through full body, but yes, today we're going to be focused a little bit more hips, hamstrings, both strengthening and lengthening through lower body. So this is going to be suitable for all levels with lots of different options, obviously taking the rest when you need. So if you're ready, we're going to begin today lying on our backs. So grab any props you might need, a block, a bolster, and I will meet you there. Okay, so just coming down to lie on your back, choosing any leg position that feels most comfortable, most restful as we begin. Softly closing down the eyes. And we're going to start today with a little bit of equal breathing, just to really allow us to bring that focus inwards to the breath, to the body, and find a little bit of grounding as we begin. So you can either leave the hands resting by the sides, or maybe bring in one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. And also if you find that this hand on the chest, if it hovers a little bit and that's uncomfortable for you, you could place a block underneath the elbow. So when we begin, we're just going to inhale for the count of 5 and exhale for the count of 5. Breathe in through the nose if that feels comfortable, but if you prefer, you could take those exhales out of the mouth. So we'll get started and we're going to begin with a big releasing breath here. When you're ready, inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. And then we inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just allowing your breath to settle into a steady rhythm of inhales and exhales through the nose. With each breath that we take, imagine those inhales lengthening through the spine, through the crown of the head. And with each exhale, allowing the shoulders, the back, the face to relax. And we'll be here for a few more breaths. And as we begin, just having that check-in with ourselves today, bringing our awareness to the body, to how we are feeling. Notice the energy levels. Making sure that as we begin to move, we adapt to those, not vice versa. We don't move to get into shapes, to get to a particular goal in yoga. We move in a way that feels right for us in this moment today. Let's take one final deep breath. Let it go. And then start to find some gentle movement, a roll through the wrists, through the ankles. Maybe reaching the arms above the head, bringing the soles of the feet down to the mat. And then we're just going to cross the right ankle over that left knee, just above the knee. Gently encourage the right hip to open. You could either stay there Or without using the hands today, we're going to draw the knees inwards towards the chest. Try and keep that right hip rotating out, so that knee also rotates, flexing both of the feet there. And with each exhale, gently drawing the knees towards you. And then if you've lifted the legs, we can now reach through, interlace the hands behind left leg, gently pull the knees towards us, maybe finding a little bit more space or depth there now. One more deep breath. And then gently releasing that left foot all the way down to the mat. If we lifted, reach the arms out wide, either into this T shape or cactus, and then gently drop the right foot all the way over to the left. Maybe dropping the head to the right, and just feel that stretch through the right side body. By keeping that right knee up a little bit, you'll also feel the stretch into the outside of the hip. Taking one more there. Inhale brings us all the way back to center, and we'll switch sides. So drop the right sole of the foot down to the mat, crossing the left ankle over, flex the left foot. Option to stay there, or again, hands by the sides now, push down as we draw the knees inwards, actively just seeing how far we get, keeping that left hip rotating open. One more breath, just wherever we are. And then if we did go for that lift of the foot, reaching through, interlace, and now gently pulling that right knee towards us. So just seeing if we get a little bit more space there with the assist. Keep the feet flexed. Taking one more breath. And then release that right foot down, extending the arms out or bend the elbows as we drop the left foot all the way to the right. Maybe head drops to the left. And then on your next inhale, bring it back to center. Knees come into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. And then bring in the hands behind the thighs. We're going to take some rocks forwards and backwards. So really move through the full length of your spine. And then when we've got that little bit of momentum, we're going to take it all the way forward. If we can, cross the feet, plant the hands down, and then step the knees back. So coming onto all fours there into our tabletop. We're going to start with a few rounds of our cat-cow, or just moving in any way that feels good. So inhale, lift the chest, lift sit bones. Exhale, reverse. And now it's up to you to just feel into the body and see where we want to go today. So it might be that we take it round a little bit more circular. Maybe we want to get slightly more into the wrists. Maybe roll through the head. You could go all the way forward, all the way back. Whatever movement we're doing here, just try and keep that connection to your breath. Let's go for a few more. Just explore the body. We're going to feel different as well depending on what time of day we do the practice. Each day feels different. So just have that check-in now. Okay, taking one more here. And then bringing it back to neutral. From there, tucking the toes under, take a deep breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, wave it up, finding your first downward facing dog. So as always, as we come into this downward facing dog, if we're not quite feeling for it yet, or maybe not at all throughout the practice, keep the knees down, take some more time to move through the wrists. But if we're here, finding our movement, the wiggle through the hips, the shake of the head. Think about really pushing down through fingertips. Wrap the triceps in, lengthen through sides of the waist. Sit bones lift high. And then from there, knees can be bent, heels can be lifted. Holding it there. One more breath. And then today we're going to go for a few of our waves from downward facing dog, either to cobra or upward dog. So on an inhale, roll the body forward. Option, lower the knees or keep the knees lifted as we open the chest. So we're either here in our upward facing dog or we're a little bit lower down in cobra. Exhale, wave it back, downward facing dog. 2 more like that. Inhale, really roll through the spine, lift the chest. Exhale, wave it back. Last one there. Inhale, come forward, lift and lengthen. And exhale, bring it back. Downward facing dog. On your next inhale, let's lift the right leg up. Pop a bend in the knee and begin to open up through the right hip whilst trying to keep the shoulders squared as best we can. And you can go for a few bend and straightening through the leg. Taking one more inhale. Exhale to look forward, and as best we can, knee comes through to chest. We step the foot towards the right thumb. If it doesn't quite get there, give it a little shove. We're going to spin the back heel down today, and then inhale, open the body out, warrior 2. So really lift and lengthen. Reach through the fingertips. Try and open through that right hip so the knee is roughly over the middle toes. Holding it there. Let's take one more inhale. And then exhale, straighten through right leg, lengthen forward, Trikonasana. So you may want to bring your right hand to a block. You might want to rest it on the leg. Main focus here, lengthen through sides of the waist. Pull the right leg back into the hip socket. Okay, hold it there. One more breath. As we inhale, bring it back, finding that warrior 2. And then exhale, straighten through right leg. We're going to turn both of the toes out. Heels come in, hands come to hips. Take an inhale. And exhale, finding your goddess pose. Sorry that I'm turning away from you. So holding it there. Option today to keep the hands on the hips. If you would like a little bit more, we're going to take Kali Mudra with the hands. So interlacing all the fingers apart from that first finger. Lift and lengthen as we gently encourage the knees out. Squeeze. Holding it there. One more breath. And then inhale, straighten the legs. You might want to give it a little shake out. And then when you're ready, turn the right toes to face forward. Left foot in warrior 2 position. Bring it out. Finding that warrior 2. Take one inhale there. And then exhale. Send the hands down, frame the right foot. We're going to sweep the right leg back. Find your high plank, optional vinyasa here. So option, either come down to the knees or through chaturanga, lower the chest. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift and lengthen. And then exhale, toes tuck, wave it back to downward facing dog. Okay, take a deep breath. Remembering to rest throughout this flow whenever we need. When you're ready, we're just going to take that little sequence to the left. So inhale, left leg lifts, popping a bend through left leg, push down through fingertips, lengthen through the chest, and then maybe taking a few rounds of bending and straightening through the leg. One more inhale. Exhale, high on the right toes, look forward, knee comes through to chest. As best we can, we step it through, or again, give it a hand. Spinning that back heel down. Inhale, waves the arms up and over into that warrior 2 position. So again, really think about lengthening through the arms, gaze over that front middle finger, and just open up into that left hip. So rotate open, just so the knee doesn't kind of knock in there, and hold. Lovely. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, straighten left leg. You can always walk the back foot in a little bit as well and find your Trikonasana. So again, either left hand rests on your block towards the mat or on the leg. Pull the left leg back into the hip socket. Really think about lengthening through sides of the waist, so we don't want to be kind of hunching over. Maybe that gaze goes up if it's comfortable. And we hold one more breath. As we inhale, bending into left leg, finding our warrior two. And then exhale, straighten the legs. Once again, pointing both of the toes, or all of the toes out. Roll shoulders back. Inhale, exhale for our goddess. This time, option, we're going to go for a few upper body, little side bend waves. So you can either stay where you are or bring in the hands to the thighs. Take an inhale, lift the left arm, and exhale to lean to the right. Inhale through center, switch sides, exhale there. Inhale, exhale to bend. Inhale, center, exhale, bring it over. Inhale, left side, bring it back to center, one more. And then inhale, right arm lifts, send it over and bring it back. Holding in center for one more breath. And then straighten the legs. Again, you might want to give them a little shake out. Turn the left toes forward. Back foot is in that warrior two position. Bend into left knee. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, take it down, frame the foot. Sweep that left leg back. Optional vinyasa. And coming back either to downward facing dog, or feel free, drop the knees, take a moment. Catch the breath. Okay, one more here. And if you're ready, meeting back in our downward facing dog, we've got one more round. So inhale, right leg lifts. This time exhale, we step it straight towards the right thumb. Spin the back heel down. Inhale, warrior two. Hold it there, one breath. And then exhale, straighten the leg. This time, pointing the toes in, heels out, roll shoulders back. Deep breath in. And then exhale, we fold. So finding this wide fold. Option is to release the hands down to the mat, to the block. Just making sure wherever we are, the head, the neck is super relaxed, hanging down heavy. You could have a little bend in the knees. With each exhale, think about allowing the chest to gently ease down. Okay, inhale, find a halfway lift, lengthen through chest, bring the hands back to hips, peel the chest up. Once again, we're going to turn that right foot to face the front of the mat. Open the arms out, inhale, warrior two. This time as we exhale, take the hands down, frame the right foot, but come on to fingertips, turn back toes. Can we lift the left leg and find a standing split? So taking this wherever you would like to today. You might want to bring hands to your block. You might want to go for a grab of the ankle with one or both hands. Or maybe we just gently ease down. Does not matter how high that top leg gets. Hold it there, one more. Inhale, finding that length through the chest. Exhale, step the left foot all the way to the back of the mat, frame the foot. Sweeping the right leg back to plank, optional vinyasa as we lower either through knees or chaturanga. Inhale, lift. Exhale, waves us back to downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Okay, left side when you're ready. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, we step. Spin that back heel down. Inhale, waves the body up, finding warrior two. 1 breath there. And then we straighten that left leg. Again, pointing the toes slightly in so the sides of the feet are parallel with the edges of your mat. Inhale, roll shoulders back. And exhale, we fold it down. Optional little add-on for this one. You can either stay here in your fold, or we're going to bring the left hand roughly to the center of your mat, turning the right toes out. Take an inhale, lift the right arm, and then exhale to begin to bend into right knee. Open the chest, maybe gazing up towards the right hand. We're there for 1 more. And then inhale, straighten through leg. Exhale, right hand comes down, right toes turn in. Inhale, left arm lifts, left toes out, and then exhale to bend into that left knee. Again, try and open that chest up. Really stretching out both into that left hip and into the chest, the shoulders. Take one more inhale and exhale, straighten through left leg. Hand comes back down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, we'll all meet there. Bringing hands back to hips, peel the chest up. And turning the left foot to face the top of your mat. Inhale, open out, warrior two. Exhale, take the hands down, framing the foot. And again, it might take a few little steps, walking fingertips forward, lifting the right leg up for our standing split. And just see any slight differences between the sides. You might want to stay a little bit lower, squaring off the hips today, or maybe open up into the hip. Just see where the body kind of naturally wants to go through these postures. One more breath. And then inhale, lengthening through the spine, bending through left knee so we can step the right foot all the way to the back of the mat, framing that left foot, sweep it back, finding your high plank through knees or toes, vinyasa. And then wave it back to downward facing dog. We're here for one more deep breath. In fact, let's take a clearing breath again together. So in your own time, inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. And then slowly lowering the knees all the way down to your mat. Come to sit back on the heels. And just pause for a moment. So you could have toes tucked or untucked. Take a roll back of the shoulders. Taking one more breath, maybe eyes are closed. And then we're just going to bring it from here to seated. So spinning the legs around. We are going to just do a little bit of Navasana. So options today, you could keep fingertips and toes down. We could lift the legs, lift the arms. Hold it there as we lengthen through the chest. And you might want to stay here today, or we're going to take an inhale. Exhale, right arm comes out to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale, left arm out. Inhale, center, keep the chest lifted. Option, both arms out this time. If you want a little bit more, we can have a go at straightening the legs. Keep the chest lifted. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the feet down. Take any little movements just to stretch out there through the hips. We've got one more round. So just take a few breaths. You might want to kind of come into a little Baddha Konasana. I always like that stretch after Navasana. Okay, we will go for it one more time when you're ready. Making your way back into that Navasana. Maybe arms are forward. You could do this with the toes down. Inhale, lengthens chest. Exhale, right arm out. Bring it in. Left arm out. Bring it in. Maybe both arms out, maybe legs straight. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time, hug the knees in, roll it back, come all the way down onto your back. Take a little shift from side to side. And then from here, we're going to see if we can come into our Malasana. So start to find a few rolls forwards and backwards. I don't know if I'll be able to do this, when we've got a bit of momentum, we're going to see if we can come and land in our Malasana. And when we get there, shifting the hips from side to side, just finding that movement. And then come into stillness here. So this is going to feel so different for all of us, depending on the hips, the ankles. So you could bring blocks in to rest under the feet. You could stay up a little bit higher today. The heels do not need to be down. We're just going to try and lengthen through the chest. Maybe bring the hands to heart center. Hold it there. One more breath. Take a big inhale. And then as you exhale, place the hands down in front. Begin to straighten through the legs. Just walking the feet in to roughly hips width. Take an inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Last one, inhale, lift. And then exhale, fold. If we can, we're going to come all the way onto the toes. Begin to bend through the knees. So we come into this little toe stand. So option is to keep fingertips down on the mat, or you could have a go at the balance. Hold it there. One more. And then hands or no hands, reaching the arms forward, or you could bring fingertips down. We're going to see if we can gracefully bring it back to seated. Extend the legs out, give them a little shake. And then from there, keeping the left leg where it is, cross the right leg over, bringing the right fingertips behind. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale for our twist. Either the elbow or the hand wraps around the right leg. Maybe taking a look behind. One more breath there. And then as we unravel, keep that cross of the leg. And if you can, we're going to stack the right knee on top of the left. So we're in our kind of a half Gomukhasana or cow face pose. If you would like a little bit more there, you could tuck in the left leg as well. In fact, I'll try and face you for this one. So wherever we are, we're trying to keep the sit bones connected with the mat. So feel free to keep that leg out. This knee might be quite high as well. Does not matter. Just take an inhale there. And then exhale, see if we can fold it down. Just for a couple of breaths. With each breath that we take, allow the chest to just ease towards the legs. Relax the head. One more breath. Inhale brings us up, unravel. We're just going to switch the legs there. So first of all, just take any little movements with the legs. And then taking the right leg out this time, cross the left leg over. We'll start with that twist. So inhale, right arm reaches. Exhale into the twist. Lengthening through spine for one last breath. And then slowly unravel. We'll again just have a go at stacking the right knee on top of the left. And you might want to stay there, especially when we go into the fold, it becomes a little bit more intense for the hips. Or tucking that right foot in as well. Take an inhale, lift chest, and exhale to fold. Holding it there if we can for these final few breaths. Just see if you can find a little bit of release through the hips. And then we'll inhale, walking the hands in, take the hands behind so we can just unravel the legs. And again, just drop the knees from side to side. We are going to bring it all the way down onto our backs now. So in your own time, rolling it back, bring the knees with you. We will end here with our happy baby. So reaching the legs up, either grabbing the outsides of the feet, the two peace fingers around the big toes, or behind the legs. You might want to find movement, a little rock from side to side. Just try and keep the lower back connected with the mat and then gently pull the knees towards the armpits. Take one more breath. And then gently bringing the knees back into the chest. Extend the arms out. Just take a little rock from side to side. And then coming into your Shavasana, so extending the legs out in any way that feels good. It might be legs extended, soles of the feet together. Allowing the hands either to rest on the body or out by the sides, palms face up. Close down the eyes. Listen to the sound of your breath or the sounds around you. Allowing the face to soften, the shoulders drop down away from the ears. Allow yourself to be fully supported here by your mat. There's nothing we need to be doing in this moment. Take this time to reset. Remembering that rest is so productive. How often do we say we don't have time? But yoga, especially our Shavasana, gives us time. We can move off the mat, feeling rested, having given our minds this little bit of space to reset, to step back and reevaluate. As always with these online practices, if you have the time, please do stay here in your Shavasana. If you would like to move on with your day, start to find that gentle movement, any stretches that feel good. And then when you're ready, we will bring it back all the way coming up to seated. Keeping the eyes closed or just lower your gaze down. Take a big roll back of the shoulders, any little movements there as we ease back into our day. And we'll end with 2 releasing breaths here today. So option is to just leave the hands resting wherever feels most comfortable for you. Or bringing the palms together and bow the head for Anjali Mudra. Taking an inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. One more. Deep breath in. Release. Ending our practice with huge gratitude, with thanks for ourselves, our bodies, the practice of yoga. And hopefully as well, just taking a little bit of this calm, of this space that we have cultivated today, taking it with us. Our yoga, our asana practice in yoga really is just the beginning. See if you can take some of this with you into your day. When you're ready, open the eyes. Thank you everyone so much again for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed that practice. Please do let me know how you found it. Any questions, just pop them in the comments. But yes, thank you once again, and I really hope to be practicing with you again here soon.